All right, Wednesday the 29th. So we're back to upper body. Single row to bicep curl per high pulls, wide press to narrow press, and then hip touches. Single row to bicep curl. So this one you could like be leaning on a bench or a chair or something. Row to curl, row, or you could do the hammer curl. High pulls. Wide press to narrow press. We've never done these, but you'll get it if you've been with me. Wide press, narrow press, wide, narrow, okay? And then hip touches is the one where my feet kind of march while I'm in my plank. Touch down, touch down, touch down, touch down, okay? All right, so our first one, like I said, you can have either a bench or like I'm leaning on the arm of the chair, arm of the couch, or you can just like lean like this on yourself. It doesn't really matter, it's just whatever's comfortable. So I'm just gonna lean on the arm of my chair. So what we're doing is we're doing a row and a curl. We've done them both before, but we've never done them back to back. So you're gonna pull that weight kind of to your hip chest area. You're gonna row that arm back, working that shoulder blade. And when you come down, you're gonna curl. So you can either keep the weight the same direction and hammer curl it, or you can flip the weight, regular bicep curl. Pull, flip, curl, or pull, curl. So see what I'm saying? You're either going to pull, hammer curl because you're keeping your hand the same position, or you're gonna pull, flip, and do a regular bicep curl, okay? So that's up to you. Pull, hammer, pull, bicep curl. It doesn't matter. You're just gonna do that whichever way feels comfortable for you, back to back, and then you're gonna do the other side. High pull. We might have done these before. You're gonna put both of your weights in front of your thighs with overhand grip, and you're gonna pull up to your chest, back down, up, down, up, down. I like to try to keep kind of a straight line. I try not to pull too high. I mean, that's not wrong because technically if you were doing this and you had, what do they call that bar? Is it called an easy curl bar? It's the bar at the gym that looks like a zigzag. You could technically be holding like the down part of the zigzag and pulling up. That would give you more of like a V with your elbows. If you were holding a flat bar, you would be more straight. So it's not wrong or right or whatever. It's just as long as you're doing it controlled, then it's fine. You just don't want to like fling up like that, okay? You want to do it nice and controlled, hit a spot, come down. Nice and controlled, hit a spot, come down if you are angled. So that's fairly easy. Wide press to narrow press. This is kind of combined. This is like, it's shoulder press, but you're doing a wider grip and then a closer grip. So you're gonna be out here like this, and you're gonna press overhead, your weights come slightly together, and then you're gonna bring your arms in, press narrow, here. Out, press, in, press. So out, in is 1. Out, in is 2. So you'll notice with that one, I'm sorry, I got a crack. You'll notice that it's tough because you are here, 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 here for 20 times. You're never like dropping it, then going up, then dropping it. So like I said, like I needed to crack. It was starting to like, I could feel it like on this part of my neck. So it's more tiring than you think because you're just basically doing a static hold and pushing and holding and pushing. Your arms never get to come down and rest. So you might wanna, like we're doing 10, you might wanna aim for like 5 and 5 if you know you need to take a break, or like 6 and 4. Otherwise, ideally you want to go all the way through. But if it's just heavy for you, or it's you're just a beginner and it's just too much, you want to break it down in some way. So you're going to do those as your rounds, and we have hip touches for our abs. So this is elbow plank position, and what you're doing is you're basically dropping your hip to one side, coming back up to your elbow plank, dropping the other hip back to the middle. Drop the hip, back to the middle, drop the hip, back to the middle. So I'll show you kind of on a diagonal. So I'm in my elbow plank and I drop down, up, drop the other side, up, drop down, up, drop the other side, up. So I always mention in my videos that my feet are actually working as I'm doing this because I start to slide. So every time I drop down, my feet slide farther away from me. So I kind of like step up, drop, it slides, I step up again. So if you notice that you're sliding like that, just keep stepping your feet forward and it'll be fine. With this one, there's not a lot to talk about. You basically just want to drop your hip down. If it doesn't touch the ground, that's okay. If it does touch the ground, that's okay. Either way, you're gonna feel it. It's kind of because you're kind of basically twisting. So you're, you know, as long as you can feel it, if you can go farther and you can touch the floor, then do that. You know what I mean? It's whatever is comfortable. Some people I'm sure probably have tighter backs. So when they go to drop that hip, it probably won't go as far because their back is tight, but whatever you can do that. All right.